Hi everyone, David here and welcome to another news video. Now this month we've got lots of things to talk about, from tours, new releases and lots of things happening in the world of Britpop, 90s indie and your favourite 90s guitar bands. So I'm going to go into them very shortly, but before that please take a minute, if you haven't already, to subscribe to the channel, leave comments in any of the videos, this one or any older ones, and give the videos a thumbs up if you're really liking the things that I'm putting out on a weekly basis. I really appreciate it. So, let's get straight on then to the things that's been happening. I just want to say, I called this first bit of news a month ago. I said something was happening. If you watched the last news video right to the end, I said that something was going to happen with the 90s band Rialto. I told everyone it was going to happen. I said, I've seen a lot of things online, I've been talking to people, something's going to happen. And you know what? 2 weeks later, the Shine On Festival lineup got announced. Who's on the bill? Rialto. I told everyone on last month's news video that something Rialto was happening. And lo and behold, the lineup comes out. Rialto's on it. Can you believe it? If you watched one of my previous videos, you'll know that the Rialto debut album is one of my favourite albums, if not my favourite. It probably is my favourite album of 1998. I absolutely adore that album. Now, the lineup has been out a week or so already, but I just want to go through a few things that have piqued my interest for the lineup. Now, you've also got your staples like the Spiral Carpets. They're on tour right now, but you can catch them at the weekend if you can't catch the tour now. They're headlining. You've got the Fam, you've got Wonder Stuff, you've got Cud and Boo Radleys who are touring together this year. Bands who are already doing things, they're going to be all there that weekend, so it's great. Lots of great bands. You've got John Power from Cast doing a solo session, not the full band this year, but just John himself. He always puts on great performances. You've got Sleeper still performing. They're going from strength to strength, doing great things. And the Supernaturals, they're on tour this year with Dodgy. As well as being on tour with Dodgy this year, the Supernaturals have also got a brand new single due out at the end of this month. And it is called Roy. Now it is going to be out on Bandcamp on the 13th of May. And then it's going to be out on Spotify and all the other streaming platforms more deep towards the end of the month, around the 28th. So definitely keep a lookout for that. So yeah, lots of bands who will, by the time Shine On comes around, will have plenty of time to warm up and should be great by the time that weekend festival comes on. And they are just a few of the bands performing that weekend. You've also got Ian Prowse of early 90s band Pele performing along with his band Amsterdam, playing lots of your favourite tunes. The thing is, for me, if you take a look deeper down the poster, lower down, and look at some of the other bands in the small print in the box below, you've got bands like Linoleum who reformed. Someone correct me in the comments, I can't remember if it was early this year or tail end of last year. They did a gig last year, and formed a show. Well, now this is their second show in a year. So if you didn't catch Linoleum the first time, you can catch them now. That's great news. And also Fret Blanket are playing. Fret Blanket had just played last month, a couple of shows. Some of my friends online went to them, so definitely go catch them two bands if you didn't see them before. Now, don't get me wrong, In Spiral Carpets are probably the biggest band on the whole weekend. One band I did see on there, and it was quite low down, you'll see it's on the screen on the poster now, is Jesus Jones. Now, I'm not the biggest Jesus Jones fan. For me, they only had like one hit, and that's what got them popular, but I was talking to, they have record stores, they records out every year, Jesus Jones. They managed to put something out, so they're trying to keep pushing the music out there. But I was talking to someone else on YouTube about Jesus Jones record store. They had a live in Chicago record come out this year, but he said to me, Jesus Jones, does anyone actually still listen to Jesus Jones? And I said to him, do you know what? I'll ask the question, does anyone still listen to Jesus Jones? I mean, they're on the bill on Shine, but there must be. People must be buying the records because they're out every year. So let me know in the comments, are you a Jesus Jones fan? Are you going to watch Jesus Jones? Please let me know. I'd love to know if you're the world's biggest Jesus Jones fan. So that's the Shine On Festival this year. Let me know in the comments if you're going, and definitely let me know who you're looking forward to seeing. Are you looking forward to seeing Rialto on that weekend? Next up, I want to discuss a couple of prints and t-shirts things I've seen before I get into anything else. And the first one is, now whether you are a fan of Blur, Oasis, or you probably love both like I do, why not head over to the Music Printer? Now he's a West Midlands graphic designer and he makes some nice looking prints, definitely worthy of putting up on your music room wall. The Oasis and Blur examples are on screen now, but they also do newer stuff like Harry Styles and Taylor Swift for all you secret Swiftie fans out there. So, and they also do custom things as well. So definitely, if you fancy any of these, head on over to his webpage and definitely take a look and see what he's got going on. Following on from that, we've got Mr.bssoulfultees store. Now, I've talked about this one before, and he has got a nice new t-shirt out that's got Oasis on the front, and it's an Oasis flyer for when they were supported by Ocean Colour Scene. Now, at that moment in time, Oasis were about to explode, and Ocean Colour Scene, they'd released the first album, but they were definitely struggling in 1994. So, yeah, it's a very nice t-shirt, and I'm definitely looking to pick one up for me to wear and take on holiday later in the year. Right, next up, if you've been living under a cave, then you do not know that Suede are releasing a 30th anniversary of their debut album later in the year. It's up for pre-order now, and it's 30th anniversary, like I've just said. Now, it's coming in several formats. There's a £33 picture disc record. Looks nice, don't get me wrong. I mean, £33. You've also got £18 2 CD deluxe booklet thingy. Now in the picture, it does say on it that the finished product might not be resembled in the picture, so it's hard to describe. What you might get is definitely not what you might get in the picture. And you've also got a £28 half-speed master edition of the album. Now, these all look great, and to be honest with you, the pricings are, I think, are really good. £18 for deluxe 2 CD edition, you know what I mean? You're looking at about £10 for a new album now from any band that's out, from Manic Street Preachers or anything. So £18, and that gets you the remastered album and another CD with all the B-sides on, if you didn't have all the B-sides on the singles already. So yeah, it looks good, and the records are even a reasonable price. I mean, £33 for the picture disc and £28 for the half-speed master edition. Now that £28 is a lot better than some of the things I saw that was available on Record Store Day. They were £40 plus. Very expensive Record Store Day was. So I'll be looking to get the 2 CD deluxe edition. I think it looks really cool. Let me know in the comments below. Are you picking up any of these 30th anniversary Suede editions? I know a lot of Suede fans out there, so please let me know. Now, next up, over on Facebook, I saw this early April. The guitarist of early 90s indie band New Fast Automatic Daffodils, Dolan Hewson, I'm sorry if I've said your name wrong, but Dolan Hewson. Now he's announced that after 25 years, he is releasing new solo music as O-Turn. I think that's how you say it, O-Turn, I'm not quite sure. Now, as well as this, he has announced that there will be a new Fads Best Of album compilation thing coming out later in the year too. And it's also going to be have live recordings on it and demos on it. So if you're a new Fads fan, definitely get your eyes peeled for this one. Following on from New Fads, I've got Comet Gain. Who remembers the early 90s band Comet Gain? Well, whether you have or you haven't, I'm going to tell you now that then there's an album coming out of lost outtakes, demos and live performances, and it's being put together, like I've just said, into one album. And this is by the original member David Christian, and it's going to be called The Misfit Jukebox. Now, I don't have any pictures of this just now, and it's actually going to be released only in a couple of months' time, so there should be pictures of coming out soon on the 2nd of June. Now, have got written down here in front of me that it's going to be £30 for the vinyl and the CD is going to be £15. Now, when you think about that, that is a little bit steep. It is when you're going to get the Suede one out at the same time. That's going to be a 2 CD deluxe edition for £3 more, £15. You should really be looking at the £8 to £10 bracket. I'm worried that the fan base for Comic Game is not there, and they might be sat on these for a while. I can't imagine them selling out of this at all. I might be wrong, but nah, I can't see it happening. Not really. Yeah, I think it's going to go under the radar when you've got everything else going on last year, like the Suede releases coming out. Okay, if you missed the recent re-release of the debut album by Yurushi Yatsura earlier in the year, then you're in luck, because it's been repressed again, and it's not been repressed in clear vinyl like it was earlier in the year. Now it's been repressed in a gold edition. So if you're a big fan of the band, or you're a collector of 90s indie music in general, or geek rock as they like to say sometimes, definitely go and pick it up. You can have it, if you've already got the clear one, go on and get the gold one. Also, My Life Story. Been a few things put online, but they are recording some new material right now or later in the year, and it's coming out very soon. Now, I thought I had read that there was also a new album coming out later in the year. I might be wrong, because I can't find it anywhere else to show any proof that I've read there's a new album coming out. So I'll get back to you on that one. But there are definitely some new singles and new songs coming out online. So go follow Jake Shillingford on Instagram, My Life Story, on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you do your social media thing. Go and follow them if you remember My Life Story, and you'll definitely find the new singles. Now I'm hoping that there might be a new album out coming here, because over the past couple of years, My Life Story have grown on me more than they used to. They used to really grate on me as a band, and I think it's because I don't particularly like 12 Reasons Why I Love Her. That's the full title of the song, I think. I remembered that. I prefer other songs like Sparkle. Sparkle's my favourite song of theirs. So, yeah. I think that song puts me... I've skipped that song, but I listened to the other songs. Let me know if you're a My Life Story fan. What's your favourite song? Now, recently I did a review of the Lost Electricity album, Wired for Sound. They have literally dropped a new album over the past few weeks, and this is only available on Bandcamp and streaming services. It's called Giving It Back, and it is only £7. £7 for a new album. If you like electricity, definitely go check it out. Go have a listen. Coming up to the end of this video now, but I'm going to finish off on Symposium. Now, last year Symposium did a show, a reunion show. They released a best of compilation album, and it was great stuff. And Symposium seemed to have been getting on a roll that's picking up steam as more things happen. Since last year, you've also had now Record Store Day, where they had a green record released of their debut. Looked great, sounded great. I'm hoping to pick it up myself, a record fair or a record shop later down the line, but it definitely looks great. They've also, but I'm here now to tell you that they've got 2 new shows coming in November. Back off the success of the last one, 2 new shows, 16th of November in Manchester, and then we have the 18th of November in London. Now, I am hoping that there's going to be a CD release on the back of the success of the Record Store release later in the year. I spoke to Ross online, and he couldn't confirm it, to be honest, but he said we'll watch later in the year. So definitely maybe something to watch out for. I'm not 100% guaranteeing it, but it'd be nice if there was a CD, another new CD of Symposium coming out later in the year. So, as always, thank you for watching. That's all the news I've got for you for this month. Like I've already said, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.